or pass. And in our purchase or pass segment this week, we analyse a potential investment purchase by comparing it to a neighbouring property that sold the month before. Now, it's a two-bedroom unit with parking, 7.4 kilometres from the CBD and under 500 metres to the beach. It's got fantastic views of the beach and ocean, and as it faces north, would be sunny and light throughout the day. Now, the next door unit sold for $921,000 in May this year and have been converted into a three-bedroom unit. Now, the view isn't as good as the unit we're considering, and it rented for a reported $950 a week, which is 5.4%. So I guess the first question, Stuart, is should people be, when they're looking for investments, really be comparing it to ones next door? I mean, is that a good way to value a unit?
It is. I mean, you do it with most assets these days. You do purchase it based on other surrounding assets of a similar size and similar kind of conduct, but basically in regards to a property, yes, you do usually compare it to a property close by.
And look, I mean, this is absolutely perfect because it's next door, so it's really comparable, and also because it's been converted. So a lot of people think, oh, how do I know if I'm making money on a renovation? Well, just go and compare it to ones that have been actually renovated and you can see exactly roughly what it's worth.
It's exactly right. I mean, we're living in a world these days where everybody says do it yourself, do renovations yourself, try and upgrade the property yourself. So if you can try and see what people have made from doing it themselves, then you can actually make advantage of that yourself.
Yeah, so just looking at some basic units, so if you looked at $950 for a two-bedder, cost maybe $80,000 to renovate, so probably about $1,030,000 you'd have paid for three beds. Yep. And if the other one's renting for $950, this has got better views, then maybe about $1,000 a week or so. Yeah,
and that's real. I mean, people that are buying these kind of properties aren't really looking for it as far as yielding. They're more looking at for growth and therefore making a capital gain at the end. So we're not talking about every kind of purchases here. We're talking about people that can perhaps have negative gear for a little while and then look for the gain at the end.
Yeah, so my main worry on this one was $921 for a three-bedder getting $950 a week, or now paying maybe $1,030,000 and then maybe getting $1,000 a week. Just hitting over that million mark, that was the kind of thing for me that I wasn't sure if it's getting a bit expensive, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not overly phased by the price as far as being maybe $20,000, $30,000 more than I thought it was going to be actually purchased for. But in this market where the interest rates are so low, and in a market that we're going to hold this property for a long time, that purchase price isn't really going to be that significant as long as you hold it for a long time and ready for the gain at the end.
Because again, you're saying before a client's fixed for 3 years at how much was it?
4.92. So 4.92 fixed rate, 3 years is a good rate.
So certainly if you're going to maybe overextend or buy something slightly more expensive, maybe that's a good reason to then fix. At least you know things are kept out for a few years.
Agree. Like, if you're buying a property for $950 or buying a property for $1 million, when you apply the interest rate and then you make monthly repayments, it's not a large difference at all.
Yeah, so purchase or pass for you?
I said purchase.
Okay, well for me it's very easy to fall into an emotional purchase when you see a view that good. However, when you analyse the numbers and looking at neighbouring properties, sometimes you get a different decision. So for me, this one, I'm going to go the other way and I'm going to give it a pass as it's over $1 million.